Hey there, spiritual squad. Hope all is well. It's time for this month's advice. So we're in the month of July, and I'm in the wooded area for a reason. So I hope you guys have had a great summer, and I hope you've taken time to enjoy that. So I decided it was appropriate to be in the wooded area because it's pretty exciting this time of year. We also have the season look around. You see, I'm in the woods. And so I wanted to share with you this month's advice. So one of the things about July is about uplifting. Things are being uplifted. July is about reaping success. So this month and this particular season now, it's really about going for your walks. It's about really engaging in nature. It's really about taking that time to do that, which is why here. So one of the elements here is about earth, and it's really about foundation. It's about grounding. It's about the harvest too. And so, although it's summer, one of the things is this is appropriate times about building up the things that you've worked on and getting to a higher level, uplifting. So in the wooded area, and I'm in the mountain area now, and here the point is about things being moving in a higher level and a higher frequency. So some of those things about the higher frequency is you should be contemplating where your things that you've worked on are going up. So this is a great time. July is intentional. It's about really seeing things progress. This is also a time about really learning about your business endeavors, focusing on what that business looks like, and in that thought behind of the uprising and these things going really well. So previously, if you've already sort of done the foundation, you've done the groundwork, and you've planted your seeds. So now this is where you start to see things manifest and go higher. So July is really about reaping the benefits and things going at a higher frequency. This is also the time about diversity. So, and diversifying your profile. So say you are in business right now and you're trying to really think about some of the things about new beginnings, new starts, about changing the way you do your business. This is instrumental around this time. So I'm kind of challenging you to think that way too. So that instrumental thought, for an example, say you have products. This is great to expand on products. Look at your inventory, see what you have already. Start to move those things. This talks about if you have things a certain way, this is really about change. So even say, what options do you have from a product standpoint? So from a business part, this is about really developing yourself, looking at how you do your business, seeing things different. It's in your favor now. And so if you're not really sure about, it's not, maybe things are slow right now or they're not going the way it is, you have to now look at your inventory of yourself too. So kind of looking at the assessment and where you're at in your life, where things are going, love, all that stuff. So that part is your favor. So that inventory look, that change of how you see things is critical now. So summertime is, like I said, July is this part. So a lot of people kind of go out into the beach. They go to the waterfront. Those are pluses too. And so I'm advising you that it's really wise in terms of, it's sort of celebratory because it's summertime. But this is also about being efficient, really looking at things. This is the time when you should start to really take yourself to another frequency. And that frequency means elevation. You literally need to go out to the mountains. So like I'm doing today, I came out to the mountain, look at the scenery here. It's really awesome here. And I'm on a mountain. So if you could see, I'm at the top. And I know because I feel myself even elevated. So just like the breathing, this also about this is really also a time for paying attention to breathing too. So the air is a little thinner than normally. Look at it that way because there's a lot of things in the air. And it doesn't always have to be the best thing, but rising above all that. So as all the news, all the different things that are happening right now, there's so many things that are being brought to the forefront, but that breathing is important. So this is also in the elevation. You're thinking about your breathing, your technique. Be very specific about that. So if you're not meditating, learn about meditation. Go to things that take you to that higher frequency. This is a good time for those who are into chakras, Reiki, spirituality, all this stuff about the high frequency. You got to reinvent yourself. This is the season for it. It's the best time. So especially at this point of July, and it really is going to kind of wave into the very beginning of August too. So I challenge you to be thinking in that way. Raise your frequency. This is the significant number too, is really number 7. So 7, I want you to think about that spiritual number too. Do some research around 7. Do series of 7 things. This is beginning of end. The week starts 7 days. So I want you to expand even your thought in the high frequency part. So the other thing I want you to do, this is also influential about the element of water. So as I said about things being elevated, bugs right here. So then it talks about the high frequency. You also got to be thinking smart about water. Water is going to be about movement. So you want to be refreshing. You want to be quench your thirst. You want to think about water in another way. And so that before we had to put water out. So now it's really going to be, as you raise your frequency, you're going to ask for the fluidity of the water to go through your system. So it's a combination of things you're going to kind of think about and put into application. And so specifically, so I'm excited about July. I love the summertime. I'm a fire person. I love the heat, the warmth. But I also know when it's time to really look at yourself. You also need to start looking at yourself. And that's what this is about. So even though the heat, the warmth is one thing, you got to raise your standards, your expectations, your heart. Now, also, this is also a time of really looking at loved ones. So are you spending time with loved ones? Is your heart of the matter there? Are you really in love? So that higher part is, it's going to be great. It'll be a loving situation. You want to spend time with each other and family and loved ones, but it also can be a little bit painful. But I mean painful because as you start to see how people really are for face value, and that could be a little hard. So in that part about opening up your eyes and see your truth, it doesn't have to be bad, but it's about time, about as you raise yourself and raise your standards, raise your expectations, raise your heart, and don't just settle for things. This is that part about looking at all the evaluations. There's going to be some cleansing. That means some cleansing means that some people got to go. Some situations got to go. And so that part about loving yourself, then you need to understand what loving yourself is really about. And I want everyone to spend time in loving themselves, being healthy. And that healthy part is about even the healthy heart of things. In this part, in this season now, you want to really see how things are going. So this high frequency part becomes really thought-bearing. So let me reiterate. We're in a warm season, but you got to elevate yourself. The mountains, going places that go, diversity, try new things, expand yourself. Then it talks about the earth. This is foundation, really being solid in yourself. You have businesses or you're contemplating business, reinvent yourself. Perhaps things are kind of slow or you're just getting back started. This is an opportunity part. So then in an opportunity part, you got to give some thought about who are you? Where's your business going? Look in evaluation. Go higher frequency. Remember, the key thing is higher frequency. That means your heart, your breathing, taking in water. See, there's a combination of several things. So I challenge you to kind of think on that next thing. And then also your heart, loving others, loving situations, who you love, and family time. So we know summertime's about that anyway. Take a little bit of a chance. We got to get back to some of the loving situations amongst each other. Be responsible. So if you're going to have events, require the mask or sprays, sanitizer, being vaccinated, whatever your choices are, being that part, because you want to be here. So the elevation is going to require you to think smart, but I also love yourself. And that also looks at who am I with? is this the right relationship for me? Or are they respecting you? Are they giving you what's due to you? Do you think you deserve love and respect? And we all do. So I say all these things in the season. I hope you go on your nature walks. I'm doing it. I hope that you will do that. I wish you a beautiful July month, a little bit into August. Enjoy the summer. BB. BBB. And it's all about the frequency. Raise yourself. Elevate yourself. Go to your higher self, the God of you. All these things about that, and get excited of what's to come, because that's what this is also about. Summer's about joy. Summer's about happiness. Are you happy? And if you're not, raise yourself. Get higher. Know what you do deserve and what you're going to intentionally put out there for yourself. So enjoy the month, and I'll see you soon.